Hey, hope everyone's having a great quarantine, enjoying not having to go to class all the time. My name is Mike Timp. I'm Group 7, answering the last two questions. But before I get into the questions, just gonna give you guys a little bit of the background. So, in our case study, there were one and a half scenarios. The half scenario was the first scenario where a student named Tyler Clementi killed himself after his roommate used a webcam to observe and then tweet about Tyler's sexual encounters with another man. So the main scenario takes place in Mexico, where a middle school girl was a middle school girl cyberbullied her teacher because she was quote upset at the time. Teacher said that she was obviously very upset by this and demanded a public apology in front of the class. Teacher then went on to say that she wouldn't allow young brats to call her these names, and then she took it one step a little too far, in my opinion, by uploading the video of that public apology online. So, my question to you guys is, with Facebook and Twitter being how big they are and how prevalent they are in today, and with this quarantine thing going on, it's way too easy for people to get away with cyberbullying. So my question to you guys is, do you think there's something that can be done to either prevent or lessen cyberbullying? And another question is, do you think we should be taking more active stance against it? Like, for example, making it a crime. I know it's already a crime, but like more of a crime. Like instead of like a slap on the wrist, be like, oh, get a fine, you get a weekend in jail kind of thing if you're old enough. Otherwise, to mark on your record or whatever. But anyway, my questions for the case study was the last two questions. The first question is, how is cyberbullying different or similar from face-to-face bullying, and is one more harmful than the other? To me, I think that cyberbullying is different from face-to-face because anonymity makes people braver. When you don't have the person that you're screwing with sitting in front of you, looking at you, having the ability to rebuke whatever you're saying or punch the shit out of you, people feel like they can say what they want without retaliation. I'd also say that they're equally harmful, as both can be emotionally damaging or even reputationally damaging. Like, for example, with Tyler's, the guy who his roommate recorded him having sex with another guy. I'm not sure if he was out of the closet yet. Didn't go in that much detail in the case study, but if he wasn't out of the closet, that probably ruined him because like his friends and family probably didn't know if he wasn't out of the closet. They probably didn't know that he was gay, and now his roommates like, he had sex with another guy. Here's video of it and all this jazz. But anyway, yeah, I'd say they're a little different because cyberbullying you can go a little harder because you're not scared of retaliation. The second question is, do you know anyone who's been a victim of cyberbullying? What types of harm does this person commit? Back in, I think it was junior, no, it was either sophomore or junior year of high school. There was this kid whose name that I'm not going to say because it's very Googleable. He was British, like he was a citizen of the United Kingdom, and he was with family in America for like 6 years at this point. And he still had his accent. He still did things differently, like talked about tea all the time, like some typical British dude. And some people were kind of mean to him about that, and they kept making fun of him for it. They cyberbullied him about it. And I wasn't around when this happened because it was a big high school. I was on the other side of the building. But apparently, this dude brought a live bullet into class. Not a gun, nothing. Literally just the bullet. But it was still live ammunition, which a lot of schools has a zero tolerance policy where you bring anything that can hurt people, whether it be like a pocket knife or even a freaking Zippo, you're done. So this guy got suspension pending a investigation, but before the investigation could happen, which I'm sure they would have expelled him, he just started going off on people on the internet, and then his family who lived in America kicked him out and they sent him back to Britain to be with his main family. So there was a lot of harm done to him. I haven't heard from him since that happened, but He didn't react very well, and that's kind of an extreme case. But another case is in seventh grade. This dude did something that I'm not going to repeat on a bus that he really shouldn't have done. Let's just say it's something he should probably do in the privacy of his room, and he got caught doing this. And to be fair, really shouldn't be doing that kind of stuff, even especially in public. But he still did it, and he started getting a lot of crap for it on the internet. And he started lashing out at everybody. I was semi friends with this dude, and he lashed out at me. Even I didn't do anything; it was not my business. He started lashing out at me, lashing out at all his friends, and like a year later, he had no friends. He dropped out. He transferred to a different school district. Never heard from me either. So, another question to you guys: do you know anyone this happened to? How did they react to it? Did it harm them reputationally, emotionally? Anything else happen? Yeah. Anyways, you guys have a great quarantine. Stay healthy. Don't freak out on your family or anything. Thanks.